Hi, Henry. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. And yourself?
Doing well, thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time to participate in this interview about Hurricane Katrina. So, I'd like to know what part of the city did you live in?
So I lived in the New Orleans East, but I mean I like to call it like the close East because I feel like when you get, I feel like as soon as you get to the East, you're not really going farther. And so like near Seabrook Bridge and the private airport and the old Bally's Casino. So right on Haynes, between Haynes, I would say between Haynes and Dowman, like
Yes.
a few blocks off of that intersection.
Okay. All right. Great. And what grade were you in when that happened in school?
I was in the seventh grade,
Okay.
a
So,
week into seventh grade.
1 week. Wow. And what happened? When did you first hear about Hurricane Katrina?
I mean, some of those memories are pretty blurry in terms of like hearing about Hurricane Katrina, but I mean, I feel like we heard from the news and heard it from normal outlets that you
Okay.
would hear.
And what were your thoughts?
I thought it was just another couple of days out of school and for a couple of inches of flooding.
Okay, okay. And so I imagine when you being in seventh grade, your parents made the decisions as to whether you were going to shelter in place or evacuate. So
Yeah.
what did you all do?
So to my knowledge, we were going to shelter in place, which we usually normally never did, to be honest. We always like went out to Opelousas with
Okay.
to family members, but we normally sheltered in place. But so we were planning to shelter in place until I feel like the day before things
Yes.
changed because we got information from somebody that knew a little bit more information.
Yes.
So I believe that prompted us to leave.
Where did you evacuate to?
Opelousas, Louisiana / Eunice.
Okay, so tell me about the journey. What was that like?
The journey, I mean, as a kid, I feel like for me, the journey was crazy. Normally it take us 2 hours to get there, and it took us 12.
Wow. So there was a lot of traffic.
Yes, yes, as you can imagine.
That's amazing. Okay, so when did you ever return to New Orleans?
Yes, I believe a year after we returned to New Orleans.
Okay, and what do you remember?
Um, I remember, I remember my house not being a house I knew.
What did it look like?
I don't know. I remember furniture being in wrong rooms and overturned.
Wow.
So it was like mold and the
Uh-huh.
water lines on the wall.
Oh, wow. So how did that make you feel?
I mean, as a kid, I feel like I was kind of far removed from it, to
Yes.
be honest. And then as a kid, I feel like I was optimistic and I was just more less worried about like the bigger picture or slash like word less worried about the past. But I feel like yeah, it was definitely sparked some emotions about like just what things used to be. But I feel like that wasn't, to be honest, it didn't affect me as much as I thought it would. But it did affect me. It definitely did.
I see, I see. So you said you were at a school for a week and then you were
Yeah.
taken out of that school
Yes.
and you are evacuated to Eunice, Opelousas area. Did you stay there?
No.
What
We were there
happened?
for maybe a month,
Okay.
maybe a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being in school and not really liking it. I mean, I'm a city boy at heart, so not used to the rural parts.
So you were at Eunice
Yes,
Middle School?
Jonas Middle School.
Okay, and how was it?
I mean, it was fine. I feel like it was. I don't remember a lot, but I think I was there maybe a week. I can't remember, maybe a week or two. It
Right,
wasn't
right.
even that long, so it wasn't. I mean, I remember it just being school, but new.
Okay.
but like almost like I don't know, almost like I just knew I wasn't gonna be there long.
Where did you all go from Eunice, Louisiana?
Oh, then from Eunice, we took our talents to Atlanta.
How was that trip?
Atlanta was a journey, but Atlanta was I don't really remember that trip to be honest. I
Yeah.
don't remember much of that trip. Maybe I remember leaving and then remember getting there, but not much of the trip.
Okay.
I
So
feel like
how was it there? Did you go to a new school there?
I did. I entered another school. So okay, so in the car was the first school I went to in seventh grade. Went to Eunice, then I went to Eunice Middle School. Then as soon as I got to Atlanta, well, Cobb County, I entered what is that? Simpson Middle School.
Yes,
Simpson Middle
yes.
School.
How was
Uh,
that?
that was cool. It was more. I don't know. It was less country. Let's say that it was less country, and it was cool. I mean, it still was a different environment. Not
Right.
necessarily what I was used to, but it was a cool experience. It was a
Okay.
cool experience.
So then did you stay there for that year or what?
I did not stay there the entire year.
Okay. What happened?
I ended up we moved to East Lake. Just
Was that in Atlanta?
that's in Atlanta, East Atlanta, East Lake, Atlanta. It was in Glen off on Glen East Lake Village Drive in between Glenwood and Memorial Drive.
Okay. Tell me about that place.
I mean, I liked it. I feel like it was more, it was city, but it was more urban and more like community as well at the same time. So I feel like I got a dose of everything. Which is funny, like, because recently, a mixtape drop, not a mixtape, an album drop. This guy Metro Boomin, and he had a lot of old guys, old Atlanta rappers on it, and it just everybody just been posting photos from way back when we was in high school and all this stuff. And I remember listening to one of the songs and hearing Gucci Mane's verse, and I was just like, this just brought me back to when I was like, yeah, I'm from New Orleans, but like this just brought me back to when like I lived on East Lake between Glenwood and Memorial Drive. Grandma lived on Second Ave. And Gucci rap about that a lot. So like it just brought me back to like just '05 and East Lake but '05, '06, like in Eastlake. So like that was actually that's actually nice. I like Eastlake. Like yeah, it was more it was a city more, but like it was urban. We were really close to the city, and like
Right.
I made a lot of friends there. Like a lot of friends. I made a lot of friends and met a lot of people there. That I feel like I still talk to this day. Maybe not all the time, but like Eastlake, I feel like Eastlake. As I'm saying it and just talking about, it, I feel like Eastlake really grounded me in Atlanta. Like I
I
really feel
see.
like okay, I live in the A. Like even though we can't say I live in Atlanta.
I imagine your home was damaged. Did your
Yes.
parents rebuild the home in New Orleans?
Also, my dad ended up rebuilding the home in New Orleans. Like I had my dad and my mom separated, like in during the storm. I feel like it was a long time coming and leading up to it, but my dad and mom separated during the storm, so I moved with mom in Atlanta, and dad would stay back in New Orleans and rebuild the house. I feel like it took a while though. Took a while, probably because waiting on funds or whatever. But yeah, eventually rebuilt the house. And
Okay.
so I feel like it was nice to see the house with it rebuilt and all of that. But like to me, like I had them moved on.
Right. Right.
So like I feel like less affecting to me than it would have been for like somebody maybe in their teenage years or like maybe 4 or 5 years older than me.
Hmm. I
Hmm.
see.
Or
I
more.
see. Right. Because
Because
you
I
were
have more
younger.
memories. I was younger. I feel like I had more memories and more to hold strong to. Not that I don't have memories and things to hold strong to in that place, but like I had new places. I had new things. Like it wasn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was rolling with punches.
You did what?
I was rolling with the punches, but I feel like it wasn't unpleasant. It wasn't like hurtful. Like I was just progressing.
Right. Right. So it sounds like life was good where you live, where you moved to.
Yes, yes, life is good. I would say I like to say life is good. I mean, maybe life is good to different people. Life is good is a different definition to different people, but for me, life is good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Do you ever go back to New Orleans?
And not as much as I should every
Hmm.
once in a while, but like I do feel like I should go back more because
Right, right.
I,
So go ahead.
I realize how much like I miss the things in New Orleans, and just sometimes when I think about it, just missing the culture, missing the food, just missing the music, and just
Right,
being able to just be in that culture.
right. From what you can recall, before Hurricane Katrina and after Hurricane Katrina, during the times that you have visited, what has changed and what has remained the same?
I mean, obviously, we could say geographically and landscape wise, obviously things have changed in certain parts of the city. They haven't got back to where they were. They weren't like Six Flags isn't Six Flags anymore. You know, like it's certain houses that just haven't been touched in what almost 20 years now.
Yeah,
So it's just a lot of things look different, but like, and then I feel like it's a lot of less people, a lot less people, but a lot less people in terms of population and stuff. But I would say what has remained the same is the people, like the people, the culture, the food, like the reason you go to New Orleans is has remained the same. So
I
it's like
see.
everybody want New Orleans. Oh, it hasn't been the same since it's been the same since Go Katrina. It's like, well, all the places. If you're not from New Orleans and you don't know all the places that actually aren't the same, like all the places tourists go are the same or even better.
Right,
Like all the places that's like and make New Orleans to people outside of New Orleans have changed. Like things that may make New Orleans to us, to me from New Orleans, places we used to go that's like just not necessarily tourist places
right.
have changed.
I understand. I understand. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. So, what would you like to see in New Orleans post Katrina? Considering maybe the last couple of times you visited, what would you like to see?
I mean, for me, I like to see what I want to see for New Orleans even before Katrina.
Uh-huh. What was
It's,
that?
it's I mean, feel like the building up of the people, like the opportunities, like the jobs for like just the hometown people, like people that might not have opportunities, people like that might have records that can't put in a background check and get a job. Like I would like to see like the city feel better. Like everybody's always been even before the storm, like oh people love New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans, New Orleans. But yeah, people in the background getting shot, getting robbed, getting killed, overdosing, and all this because like it ain't really much to go to. It's just a cycle. It's not much they could get. So it's like I would like to see the New Orleans people like know to get like built up. You know what I mean? To like this
Right,
the most that New Orleans people see in New Orleans for that to get built up. Like forget like the tourist stuff is there. Like they make sure that it's fine. The city gonna make sure that it's fine. But it's like the money, the Republicans, the Democrats, everybody gonna make sure that it's fine. But it's like we need to do something for the people, like for like the community, so it's less violent, so it's less like it's it's less crime. It's less like you know what I mean. It's more of an enjoyable city to live in. Slash versus visit. I
versus
want
what?
New Orleans to be versus visit. I want New Orleans to be
Yes.
better livable, not better visitable, not
I
better tourist.
understand. I understand. So, you'd like to see more opportunities for a regular New Orleanian, even
Exactly.
if maybe they made mistakes or got caught up in the justice or injustice system, you'd like to
Definitely.
see opportunities for them that'll
Exactly.
better their lives.
Yes.
And ultimately, do you think that would decrease crime if they had better lives?
I think it would. I mean, I
Yeah.
think it would. I think it's a lot of stuff for crime, but it's like in a lot of like I said, a lot of opportunities for felons, a lot of opportunities. Like they got all these stories that have been going around about the nation, about the people, the escapees from New Orleans, from New Orleans jail, New Orleans prison, and all. They got had one more pop out. They said and all that, but it's like what about all the people that's in New Orleans and Louisiana prisons that's like been railroaded, that been sitting down for like 20 years for petty crimes that nowadays is just a slap on the wrist? What about all those people? What
Wow.
about all these people that just been left away and like trials is pushed back, pushed back, pushed back over
Yes.
a strong arm robbery? Like so, it's like what about that? So it's like
Wow.
that's
Wow.
the type of
So 20 years later, are you glad that your parents made the decision to evacuate first and then relocate? You say
Um,
you were with your mom, so relocate. Are you happy?
yes, I am. I am. I am. I am. I am. I'm happy, but it's like 20 years later, it's funny how like I'm kind of just coming into the realization that like I can still be sad about what I've lost. Like I am happy about the opportunity, but no, I'm not glad that it happened to us. I'm not glad that I lost all my friends and have no contact with them. I'm not glad that like, like all my people got displaced and like people died. I'm not glad about that, but like I feel like I was able to adapt and I appreciate like what I've gotten from New Orleans and like what has made me like I wouldn't change being from New Orleans, but but I don't mind being other places.
Right. I see you have that NY hat on.
I do, I do. But hey, I,
Tell me about that.
I live in New York now, but I bring New Orleans wherever I go.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
indeed. Well, is there anything else you would like to share before we conclude this interview?
um, I don't know. I just maybe just like I don't know. It's just I kind of want to watch this documentary. I heard it's a new documentary on the Hurricane Katrina, and I heard it showed a lot of stuff that people didn't know, and just people like just couldn't finish watching it and all of that. And
Right,
it's like I just feel like people need to be aware. And I feel like people need to be aware. It's like, yo, maybe you go watch that. It's hard to watch it. Maybe go watch that. You need to be aware, and also like people need to. I talk to myself about saying like people need to be aware, like what it did to us, and it's okay like that it happened. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to be upset. It's okay like to accept like what happened and how things happened and that it wasn't supposed to happen, but like just
right, right, right. Because with that acceptance, then healing can come, right?
exactly. Healing can come, and that's all I really want for my city to do is heal.
Right, right, right. Wow, this has been a wonderful interview, and also, I heard about that documentary as well, and I'm happy for our documentary, which you're a vital part of. So, thank you
Hmm.
so much, Henry.
You
I
can cut that. You
appreciate.
can cut that part out of my interview. You can cut that part me talking about another documentary out of my interview. Perks of
Well,
editing. Perks of post editing.
it's all good because this is actually going to be unscripted. I want it to be raw. I want it to
Okay.
be real,
Okay.
authentic. And
Good.
with you and others that I've interviewed thus far, it has really been authentic. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.